ready to go?
Rolling recording.
Ready to go. All right. So what is going on with OJ and the Cosmo? We know what's been reported, but what can you tell us about what happened there last night?
I've taken in a lot of information about this situation, and to the best of my knowledge, here's what I can tell you. The Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas, which is located on the Strip, has exercised its right pursuant to Nevada law, a discretionary right, to issue a trespass notice. Now, what does that mean? Nevada has a statute. It's in the Nevada revised statute. I don't need to give you all the legal jargon. It's kind of unique to the Nevada as a casino state that since it's a private property, you can tell anyone for any reason whatsoever that you're trespassed. You can't come on our property, and please don't come back. If you come back, you're subject to being arrested for a misdemeanor, okay? So that's all that's happened at that property, is that they exercised their discretionary right to ban Mr. Simpson. That's it.
It's been reported that he
Sorry for 1 second.
That's okay.
No, if you needed to do that, but I can look somewhere else if you want to. All right.
Stop it.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
So it's been reported that he was drinking and became belligerent, and there was an altercation, and glasses were broken. What about all that?
Every bit of that is categorically false. The only thing I don't know is there was an allegation of drinking. I'm not sure. Mr. Simpson is allowed to drink pursuant to the terms of his parole, just not to excess. Number one, he was not driving last night, I can tell you that. Number two, if he was drinking and I wasn't there, he usually just goes out, even when he's has a designated driver, he usually just has a social drink, which means he probably gets a drink ordered and really doesn't drink on it very much. He just probably has it and sips on it to be sociable. That's my experience with him since he's been out. So, but everything else that you said, all those allegations of breaking glasses, any of that stuff, he adamantly denies it, states it's categorically false, and he challenges anyone. If you have a video of this incident of anyone at this Cosmopolitan, he's very sure of this. Put your videos out there, the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas, put your videos out there and show where he was at any time belligerent, breaking glasses, in any way showing himself being in some type of altercation with somebody. He says every bit of it's false. Now keep in mind, I don't believe that all of my research suggests that the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas has not issued any type of formal statement from this. This is all coming through TMZ and what they've said was heard and was alleged and all these other things. Every bit of what I've gotten is that he's simply been trespassed from the property for no reasons given. And you know what? The Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas is wise not to give a reason. They shouldn't. The Nevada Supreme Court within the last couple of years has affirmed a casino's right, or any private property owner's right, especially the casinos here in Nevada, to ban people. And as long as they don't say why, then the Supreme Court's not going to go behind it. It was kind of a case where I guess a black guy got banned from one of the casinos, and he basically said he should be able to bring a discrimination claim, and the Supreme Court said no. I mean, if they give no reason, then we're not going to go behind it. So that's really the rule of law in Nevada, so they don't need a reason to ban him. So we can only really speculate. I will say this. What I researched from TMZ's website, there was an audio tape, and it said it was from police audio. I don't believe it was from any type of police audio. I believe it was probably from the casino's audio, their transmissions from their audio communications. And what I got from that is I believe that Mr. Simpson, who had been to the Cosmopolitan on a regular basis within the last week or two, I'm not sure exactly how many times, I just know he's been there regularly. It seemed like it was pre-planned that the next time he was going to come there, that they were going to ban him from the property. That's the impression I get. I can't confirm that. I just listened to an audio, and when they said Orenthal is here, and they tried to identify him at one location, and they said, oh, wait a minute, he's over at another location, that's what I anticipate. He was simply eating chicken wings. That's it. He was eating chicken wings at some restaurant bar named Click over there. I've never been over to that place. I've been to the Cosmopolitan a few times, but I've never been to this Click place. But he was eating chicken wings. He liked them. He enjoyed them. And when he finished eating that, he had eaten at another restaurant before that too. When he finished and he was walking out, some security people went and they politely read him this standard trespass notice. You are hereby you can't come back, and if you come back, you're subject to arrest. And they quoted him the Nevada revised statute. And Mr. Simpson just simply walked out of the casino, got in an elevator, got into a car, and then left. There was no incident whatsoever, other than, I have to reiterate, the casino's private property, casino owners' discretionary right to ban anyone from their premise. And that's all that happened here. Everything else that's been reported, completely exaggerated, made up, and false. And like I said, Mr. Simpson challenges you. Bring up something that shows where he was in any way doing anything wrong. So that's it.
So no parole violation that you can see here, no drunken disorderly charge or arrest, none of that happened.
Nothing like that happened. Now, since he's been trespassed from the property, if he returns to the property, they could then issue him a trespass, a citation for trespass. It's a misdemeanor offense, but if you're on parole, that's a violation of your parole, number one. Number two, I've already contacted, or when I say Mr. Simpson's already contacted or is trying to contact his parole officer to get out in front of this because there's been public allegations made of drinking, these types of things that could potentially be parole violations. You know, like I said, even though they would be false, it's better just to contact the parole officer and get out in front of this, and whatever the parole officer wants to do about this, he can. So we're getting out in front of that already.
Someone of his notoriety, is there a way for them to stay out of trouble when you're in the public eye like this, or is trouble going to follow you even if it's not troubling?
Well, here's something. The way TMZ's reported it, it looks like there's trouble. Remember, Cosmopolitan has said nothing about this. All I can gather from my lawyer's mind, when I think of it, give me some facts in, all I've seen here from what I got from my client and what I've gotten from what he's told me, what Cosmopolitan told him, is they've exercised their discretionary right to ban him from a property. They don't need to reason to do it. And he needs to continue to maintain his policy, which is self-imposed, which I've advised to, of just maintaining a low profile. So it may need to be a little bit lower, and he'll keep doing very well on parole. I was very pleased with how he's been doing on parole so far. Whoever this came down from at the Cosmopolitan, who knows why they did it? They'll never, if they were smart, they'd never give a reason for doing it, okay? But if they do give a reason, they should back it up with supporting facts. If they have no reason other than we see someone that we've identified and we choose to ban him, that won't get them in any troubles. But I just want to remind everyone in the audience, the casinos and any private owner, but specifically casinos in Nevada have the right to ban anyone for any reason whatsoever. They don't need a reason.
And just moving forward, is he still planning on trying to get to Florida, get away from, you know, the temptations and everything that Las Vegas is?
Well, that's still the plan, but I have to tell you, Mr. Simpson loves Las Vegas. He's very, very pleased here. Obviously, he's had this experience last night where he was banned from one casino property. I think Cosmopolitan, I forget who owns them, but it's one property. They're not like an MGM or any of these other places that own multiple properties. But you know what? He's going to maintain a low profile. He loves it here in Las Vegas, loves the weather, loves the people. All the people have treated him well. You know, he goes into these casinos, and if he's walking in any public place, he's bombarded by fans, and people take a lot of photos of him. Everyone wants a photo with him. He's very gracious about that. He doesn't say, get away from me or do anything like that. So he'll take photos and keep trying to walk his way through, and he very much enjoys it. He enjoys the the affordable housing here as opposed to Florida or California where he's lived previously. He likes a lot of things about it. No taxes here really. So he really, really has enjoyed the love and the reception that he's gotten here in Las Vegas. So he may, if he elects, choose to stay here. But his plan still, as I've talked to him as recently within the last week, he still eventually plans to get to Florida. The when is to remain to be seen.
Okay, that's it. We're done.